Basically, we're trying to make this recording for Shabbat, and it'll be Shabbat soon. And we have a few things we want to tell you. Firstly, of all, those dwarf people, and that bad man with them that is also age dwarfed, but has always been big. I saw him big, and with gray hair. They harassed all the night. Okay, they said until early in the morning, when it's almost like light hours, and everybody said that they were really wrong. And so they said, and then this morning when I got ready to leave, there was this woman. I know she had been American. She sat down and then she got up and started to walk away, and I was getting ready to walk away from another area where I was standing. Then she obviously saw the policeman coming up the street, a black policeman, well, dark, and she came up back to where she was sitting and sat down, lit a cigarette, and said that they were in trouble. But the policeman had seen me before. He had seen me before. And I thought there was something wrong with him. And when I first saw him, and when he came up to me and told me he took his magazine out of his pocket, and he held his gun to the side and put the magazine in and told me to walk away. I'm like, I'm not walking that way. I'll walk back the way where I was going to go. He tried to, and then he tried to make me do. I said, no, I'm not. I'm going to walk away where there are people. And I thought that maybe the man might shoot me. And but they said, because those people harassed all night and they're American. But they said, we told you that they admitted that they were American, not that they admitted they were dwarf, because the one that grew up to full height, he could show that they were actually dwarfed. But they said, so what you led it to, because he was a little bit younger than them, and they were quite old, and the women, the young, they're supposed to be little kids, but they're not, harassed like grown women. And we know that they're grown. The police knew that they weren't kids either. So it says it's over just like that too. And they did all those things we told you. There was a barber that they even killed, one of the shorter ones, that he used to go ask for money all the time. The cash drawer was open, and the knife was stuck in the barber in his groin area. Because that they could tell by the height. They're really criminal. These bad USA people. Cold War. So it said so, and they're, if they're around children and they're dwarfs, they're going to be pedophiles. So it's what you looked at too. They're really hateful, and they're not little kids. So it said, and they could tell by the way they were attacking and kicking me and my suitcase and kicking at my things and everything, and spitting at me and throwing water. And the things they would say, that they knew that they were people that hadn't seen them, knew that they weren't children. Okay, so now the crooked police, I went to the station of the area where they stand. I said, either if he was telling me to leave, and he could tell me to walk away in another way, or he not that way, because I felt threatened. See, Shabby, my beloved husband, shabtai, Shabby, and I saw the crooked police at the airport shoot Abadod, Bunyon, Abadod, Zav, Bunyuk Baba, King Hussein, in his head. We were witnesses, and so we saw. And so we said, and our beloved Abadod, Melech, King Abdullah, he also was there. We were supposedly catching drug smugglers, but Abadod, King Hussein, said he didn't think it was that the way they were acting. He thought that they were trying to kill us, and that's exactly what happened to him. We sat on his lap when he was dying. He didn't die from a sickness. He died in the airport when my beloved husband came up, Shabby's beating our little kids. So we saw. He went to walk away, and the policeman shot him in the head. So we just wanted you to too. It was a dark policeman, and he wasn't even from here. Bad American. So too. And we saw Abadod, King Abdullah, and Doda Ima, Queen Rania, bound, their feet bound, and we saw American crooked secret and their head. In their head. And then one of the good police came and shot the gunman, shot the bad USA Secret Service, and then somebody came and shot the good police was to keep them from killing us, and from the finishing of Doda Ima, Queen Rania, which she spoke to me, her last words when she was shot in her head by crooked Secret Service, bad USA people, especially related to. And so it was 4 of us that witnessed that, and 2 of the witnesses are dead. Abadot, the Sikh Airman, and our relative angel, the angel of death, Andy. Andy, not his real name, Give. So it led to. It only takes 2 Jewish witnesses to convict a person in a court of law with things like this, and we saw. Okay, so the bad people trying to kill us and trying to take our things, those are dwarfs people. They're not little kids, and you can see the murder in their eyes. And there was a male one that stabbed the police too. They said they wanted their money. They killed the police that were busting them for prostitution and robbery and things like that. The female, the one female, and the male, and if it's just that too. And there was a man who had a baby, and he thought it was Will Smith's baby, but just said that other dwarf said it had a baby by Will Smith. So I just that too. And he showed up last night looking really mean about the fact, and so I just that too. And so now these are things I want to tell you with this recording. So also the parshas are overlapped. Shelach and KORACH are the parshas for this week. And so there's something else I wanted to tell you too. Maybe we'll get a chance to write. But those are the things we want to let you know. There's a woman that bad USA people are doing that's trying to steal money from us and trying to take over things. You know, our people don't steal or do bad things. But there was a woman that tried to steal the shops of a man that we saw that was murdered. Jewish man. His wife had those shops. They're his wife's shops, and they tried to take him over. The woman showed up today, harassing and doing bad things too. And we're not keeping any bad people, as I said, and we're not taking any bad people. She showed up and tried to say she was me too, and she's not me either. And a Leah person, another one, a Leah Jenna person, something that the Nazis made her. She's not from here either. She had something to do with the deaths of the man and his wife who owned the shops across the street. Okay, so now we want you to try to be most careful, safe, and on alert, and we'll talk to you as soon as we can. There's no bathroom. It's kind of difficult. Well, we have to have a place to stay. But, you know, it's not right. The normas man, he's with those people too, and we caught him stalking when I came here. So just that somebody else saw too. Okay, so with those bad fake